Hi, welcome back. So yesterday it was raining and it was cool enough that I got to make the first fire of the season in the fireplace, which I love. But it got me thinking about fall sweaters. So I've made a video of 3 sweaters I made last year that are pretty simple and easy. They're all crocheted, and I will put the link to the pattern for 2 of them in the description below. And the third one is one that I just made up. Here's the first sweater that I made. It's called the Habitat Cardigan, and I used a merino wool. The wool was a little bit thinner than the pattern called for, but I was able just to adjust the gauge and number of stitches, like the gauge of the needle, the crochet needle, and the number of stitches. I love the shawl collar, and I find it's pretty versatile. It's easy to throw on if I need an extra layer and I'm just going out and about. And I love the stitches. I think they're so beautiful. This sweater is just kind of a simple pullover sweater. I used a worsted wool, so it's a little bit heavier of a weight. And what's cool about this sweater is I learned how to use a simple herringbone stitch. So I thought that came out really nice. I did play with the pattern a little, and one sleeve is a little bit thicker than the other, but it kind of blends in. It's not really noticeable, and I find this sweater to be really warm and good for like a warm layer on a hike. This last pattern is one that I just kind of made up as I went along. I used a double stitch and made rectangles. I kind of loosely based it off the previous sweater, the herringbone one. But what made it easy to work with is that the yarn is an alpaca boucle. And so the boucle yarn has a lot of forgiveness to it, and allowed me to kind of play around with the shape. The yarn's great, and I love the little turtleneck collar. Not quite sure how I feel about the asymmetrical bottom, but you know, it's fun. It's super warm for the weight of the sweater. So those are 3 sweaters that I made last year that are hopefully going to be helpful for people that are looking for a good fall project for a nice warm sweater for the winter.